What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a top 5 decks of the week, episode 2. And before we get into that, I do want to address the ring light in my glasses, the nice ring that you see. I'm addressing that. I'm going to try and fix that as soon as possible. Yeah, other than that, without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright guys, so last time we did this series, it seemed to do well, and I think pretty much the basis is 10 episodes of everything, just to see if they take on well, and we're almost to the 10th episode of Let's Talk About Cards, and I really feel like the Let's Talk About Cards series has really taken off and done very well. So I do think I really want this series to last, so as always, if you guys want to see this series continue, just please continue to show some support for it. Share, like the video, help the algorithm any way you can. But yeah, if you like it, just make sure to show something. That way I know if I'm going to keep uploading these or not. But anyway, what we're doing right now is we're going to do these top 5 decks of the week. Episode 2, coming in at number 5 are the Slow Hands V2. I love this deck. Like, just absolutely great at everything. It's just... It's great. Like, I can't not love this deck. Like, it's amazing. If you don't own one, buy one. They're cheap. They're like dirt cheap. They're not even like, this is one of the cheapest decks for the money that I could say is absolutely worth it. Well, most decks that I have are worth it, but this deck is just amazing. It's great. You should have a brick. I only bought one, like, a not very smart person, but I need to buy more of these. But I would highly recommend this deck. It handles like a dream. Mine's broken in, and it's really nice. The design is amazing, and I just have no complaints for this deck at all. So I guess that's pretty much everything we're going around for this one. Now on to number 4. All right, everyone, so coming in at number 2 is actually a friend of mine's deck, and he sent it to me for free, and I'm really happy because I get to review it. And I actually just recently unboxed it. It's the Genoty deck by Kyle McIntosh. He's a really good friend of mine. I've known him for a long time, and his deck is just superb in every way of the word. It is truly one of the best handling decks I've ever felt, and I probably should have put it in the top 3 of the best decks of the week, but the other 3 I really have also enjoyed. But this deck is just amazing. Like, I can't describe how good these cards feel once you break them in. He got really lucky on the print run, I think, and the cards just feel great. Like, I couldn't ask for a better handling USPCC deck. This is definitely one of the best handling USPCC decks that I own, and I just really love it. Like, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. It's just a really nice, awesome deck. Like, if you haven't picked one of these up, message Kyle. I'll leave his Instagram at it's Diesel Illusions. He also does card cuts. If you're interested in any card cuts that you'd like to get, Kyle is a very talented card cutter. But his deck is just simply superb. That's all I gotta say. And his review is gonna be good. I feel like the review that I'm gonna do with this, I already have some plans. I think it's gonna be really good. But anyway, since we've pretty much gone over this one, let's move on to the next deck. So moving on to number 3. All right, so number 3 is by one of my favorite playing card designers, and excuse me. Number 3 is by one of my favorite playing card designers, and I really love his stuff. You guys know that, but I did just recently get this deck not too long ago. It's the Monohexa Chroma Edition, and I've actually grown to like this deck more than the normal Monohexa deck. It's just great. Like, it is absolutely great. I mean, it's one of the best handling USPCC decks, again, that I own, and it just feels really nice. The cards are soft right out of the box. The dribble, look, there's good. I mean, they're just so soft, and they look really cool. Like, you get the nice metallic ink going. Mr. Wade, you have done a superb job, sir. You really have. And these cards are just excellent. absolutely excellent. I mean, I couldn't ask. Like, again, all these decks are great, which is why they're in this video, but this deck is just amazing. If you guys want to see a review for any of these decks besides the Genoty deck, which I'm obviously going to review, and the Slow Hands deck, which I've already reviewed. I've already reviewed it. These other 3 decks, if you want to see them reviewed, let me know down in the comments, because I definitely do most of my comments, and my past couple videos, excuse me, have actually been suggested by subscribers. So yeah, definitely really happy with this deck. It is, ooh, as I mess up that move, but oh gosh, I dropped the camera. I'm so sorry. Hold on, let me fix it. Oh no. That's better. As I was saying, this deck is great, and you should pick one up. And Mr. Wadey has them for sale on his website. And his Instagram has that link, so I'll leave his Instagram down below. Anyway, now that we're pretty much done with this deck, moving on to the top 2 and the number 2 spot on this list. Alright everyone, so we're down now to the last 2, the number 2 and number 1 spots of my favorite decks of this week. And I am definitely happy with both of these decks. They've definitely gone beyond what I thought they would do. But the first one, number 2, is the Missing Ink deck by Missing New York. They only print 1,000 of these. This deck is so underrated, it's not even funny. I thought it was okay, you know. I thought this deck it wasn't anything special. I picked it up for a pretty good price. Boy, was I wrong. My goodness, is this deck great. Like, it handles so much better than I thought it would. It is a one-way back design, but I don't mind that. And it's a really nice deck for cardistry. It really is. And I can see why Missing New York has quickly become a very good cardistry / hype deck brand. And they deserve it. Their decks are great. Not all of them, but this deck in particular for me is amazing. I really love it. I've used it a crap ton. The cards still feel brand new. And I use this deck probably at least once a day for this past week or 2 weeks or so. And it's just great. Like, if you don't own one of these, get one. Pick one up. Just to look. Like, it looks great. And the cards feel great. And so if you like the look, you're going to love the stock. I would definitely recommend picking one of these bad boys up. But this is the number 2 spot. And now we're going to go ahead and move on to the number 1 spot. Alright guys, so we're down to the last one. The number 1 spot. What is my favorite deck that I have played with this week? It's actually one that I unboxed quite a long time ago. I picked it up from Steve for a fairly good price. And I have definitely just opened it this week, and I've definitely fallen in love with this deck. The first V4 playing cards. I didn't think these were going to be all that great, and boy was I mistaken. These are the red colorway. I believe there's a black as well. These feel great. Like, the stock is thin. Like, I did not think these were going to feel this good, and they feel amazing. I actually might review these too. So, like I said, this deck, the Missing New York deck, or the Monohexa Chroma, let me know if you want me to review any of those. I've already reviewed the Slow Hands V2, and I'm going to review the Genoty deck by Kyle McIntosh, my buddy. But yeah, this deck is great. I'll see if I can do Lego Love with it. Been practicing Lego Love. Oh, okay, hold on. We can get this for the camera, guys. Come on. Hands, I believe in you. Hey, we got it, kind of. Boom. Oh, that's so hard. All right. I think that's about as many Lego Loves as we're going to get. But yeah, I really love this deck. And that's why it made the number 1 spot. And I've been playing with this deck nonstop for... I probably played with it for 3 or 4 hours yesterday. Just nonstop. Just hanging out. And it still handles like a dream. It's just great. The cards fan well. They handle well. They're soft, yet still springy. And I have 0 complaints for this deck. Actually, I take it back. I have 1 complaint. I wish he would have done like what he did with some of the other ones, like keep some of the gold foiling thing, like do like a black background or even a white background, and then do like red foiling or the black, or like black foiling or something. Keep a little bit of like the same foiling you've done in the past 3 versions as with this one. But I understand he wanted to make it cheap, and I definitely respect that decision because he wants more people to be able to buy it. But anyway, this is the #1 spot, so let's go ahead and go to the outro. Alright guys, well that is going to about wrap it up for this video. If you did enjoy my second episode of my top 5 decks of the week, please make sure to go ahead and like this video. Subscribe if you're new, I would really appreciate it. As I like to say, I'd kindly ask if you would subscribe. I'm not going to put any special recommendations on there. But if you did like my video, and you do like my content, I would really appreciate if you would hit that subscribe button. Make sure to turn your bell notifications on so you never miss another video and you always get to see when my next stuff drops. Make sure to leave a comment, tell me what I should do next. I do a lot of my suggestions. Suggest to me what decks I should review, and I will review them for you. And that's about all I got anyway. I'm the Wooden Cardist, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, y'all.